Alright, so we are back for another reaction live. Today we're gonna be starting with Paw Patrol AI is actually disturbing by Glider Guy. So bad news, guys. Glider Guy is like one strike away from getting terminated. And it's just sad, you know? Quite depressing. Alright, my second monitor is all set up, so it doesn't get mixed up. What the f... When I even like started playing this video, and it's already like, you know, cheese pizza. Alright, let's get this over with. Oh boy.
Dr. Hill!
What the f, Sky? Dr. Chase, help her!
Why is it made of wood?
I have plan.
We love you, babe!
Is this seriously what Paw Patrol has become? Paw Patrol AI is actually disturbing. Now look, for those that don't know, Paw Patrol was a kids show that we all used to watch as kids. I'm sure a lot of you have
I used to watch that too. Yeah, I used to watch that when I was like 8.5 years old. So yeah.
Basically grown up watching it. Well, like all things on the internet apparently, across YouTube, AI channels are reanimating Paw Patrol with adult language, needles, guns, and gore. And some of these Paw Patrol AI channels—
What? Sounds kind of goofy, you know? But except the pregnant ones, because the dogs have like, you know, kids' voices, so that's cheese pizza right here.
Might seem harmless, but some of them that we're going to be looking at today are actually insane, and they're basically just making these videos for kids while having adult themes in their videos. Today we're going to be looking at 3 channels. One is called Paw Door, the second one Rider Paw, and then Super Paw. All these channels pull an insane amount of views considering the fact that they are literally all AI. There's literally no effort going into any of these videos whatsoever, and they're pulling millions and millions of views every single month. It's actually insane. Paw Door proper is even—
Hey, that ain't fair.
Getting close to having a silver play button, which is genuinely insane. And look, before we start, if you think that these Paw Patrol AI channels should absolutely not exist after already seeing the first video we've just watched, make sure you—
I mean, I guess so, but it's still kind of goofy and wrong at the same time due to the like pregnancy stuff and cheese pizza. Yeah.
Leave a like and subscribe so YouTube are aware of this, because these AI channels seriously shouldn't exist. And anyways, let's begin.
How will it fit on me?
It will made her loss.
Wait, okay, hold on. What is going on here? Did they just pour some stuff into the girl's drink right there? Bro, this better not be some like roofie type of thing. Like, bro, what is going on?
I don't know what roofie is, but sounds kind of cartoon character's name, I think.
What the f is this? Stop fucking idiots! This will be the proof.
Why? Why, bro?
Oh, no, 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 no!
It was great!
Go wipe yourself, Sky. Don't worry, I will help you.
Okay, so what I'm guessing so far, these 3 little pranksters here put some laxatives or something in the girl's drink and made her poop on stage. Then her pooping on stage apparently made—
This is just humiliating, bro. Come on.
It'll get a 0 in the beauty contest, trying to get this like purple dog to win. Like, bro, what kind of a storyline is this?
Where are you? Catch it, Rubble!
Why are you doing that, Chase?
Freeze, Rubble! Ha ha ha, hello, Zuma.
Who doused me with blood?
Bro, this guy Chase, the main dog in this thing, the blue police officer, is actually insane. What is going on? How are we just allowing bro to go around stabbing people and getting sharks to bite them? This is supposed to be a kids show, bro. Where is this being taken?
Sky, take these photo and trophy.
Thank you, Chase. I love you.
That might just be the worst.
Bro, you doing these dogs dirty. That's animal cruelty, bro. No.
Worst thing I've ever
man.
seen in my life. This police officer dog literally just shot 2 people and got a shark to bite the other one. How is this allowed, bro? Literally had an AK-47 and just shot dead someone because his wife lost a beauty contest. Like, are we serious? That might just be a slight overreaction.
And I said him, what the f are you
Right
doing?
now.
Shut the f up, guys, or I'll f***ing kick you.
6 seconds in, we've already had 3 F-bombs. I don't know if that's something that should be on a literal kids show, but okay.
Go to the f***ing doctor and come back when you're well.
Yo, how are they alive and they just fucking eat chocolate? That doesn't make any sense at all. These users have some, you know, wild imaginations. Or wild imaginations, you know what I mean.
Don't worry, I will help you. Wow, look at us, guys. We will.
Is that the Cookie Monster from Sesame Street? You don't say, big folk.
Kill them.
Say your last word.
Oh my God, where he going? We will kill you, Ryder!
Okay, so let me get this straight.
Buddy,
This guy
you're
whose name is
torturing these
Ryder, who is
guys.
apparently
Come
the
on.
teacher of the 2 dogs in
They're
this
good
thing, told the
people.
2 dogs to go home because they were sick and get well and come
Hello, Rose.
back. And then because of that, they decided whenever they got some magical bananas out of nowhere and got jacked, to go back and try and kill Ryder. What kind of storyline is this? What AI made this goddamn video? I really hope the AI tried to generate the storyline of this thing and not an actual human, because if an actual human decided to make this storyline right here, I genuinely fear for their mental health.
Oh my God, why are they hitting him so hard? Please give me one AK-47.
Wait, what?
Take your new AK-47.
Come on, bastard!
Nah, there is no way these guys made like a school shooting video for everybody to see. This is giving me like an Ethan Davis, Whoopi Tex vibes. Way before I covered him.
No, please don't kill
That
us.
is crazy. That is wild.
Did I just see
Huh? Let's be hearing this again. Fuck!
an AI video of Paw Patrol characters at a school causing a mass shooting? What the hell has this internet become, bro? Now look, with a lot of these channels, I have a YouTube extension.
Yeah, I don't condone making these school shooting videos in my upcoming animations, guys. I would not. If I did, this caused like a major backlash for me. And Ethan Davis had been, since he just semi-retired from YouTube. And that's fucked up. He did more than just doing school shooting things. He made like cheese pizza. Don't believe me? Watch my Whoopi Tex video that I just covered him, like, around August.
That actually lets me check to see if these channels are actually monetized. And the thing is, I can't actually tell if this channel is monetized. It says not applicable. So it might be monetized, it might not be monetized. But the fact still stands, right? This channel, Paw Door, that I'm watching, is literally getting millions of views every single video. We just watched AI basically
BS.
recreate a mass shooting at a school using Paw Patrol characters, and these videos are getting millions of views. Yet somehow, you guys have seen this in the past, YouTube will take my glider guide videos down whenever I react to problematic content that is on YouTube and monetized.
Yo, YouTube is doing Glider Guy dirty, my guy.
God, this platform hurts my head sometimes.
Doctor! Please, doctor! Doctor, save my babe!
Don't worry.
Wait, I thought he's with Sky, and now this husky dog character thingy? I don't remember her name.
Thank you, doctor.
Buddy. Did Ryder just kiss that dog in the cheek? I mean, that's pretty adorable. if he does this dog on the lips, but no, this is where I drew the line. Yeah.
What happened?
Oh no!
Rubble, come here!
What again? Where is this, Doctor?
What the fuck is
so
this?
Oh my God, come with me.
What the? Okay, no, I'm not gonna go past that. Did this doctor just like put a syringe and it just like phased into the dude's like lips? What is going on? From what I'm getting at so far, I think the human, or Ryder in this case, got with Chase's wife and, you know, made the baby turn into a human. I don't really know how Chase's wife can cheat on him while she's in labor and then the baby goes from being a dog into a human while the baby's getting pushed out, but hey, that's just me, right? Maybe there's something about the world that I don't know.
This will help you!
Hell is
You will die!
Okay, I seriously don't know what the hell that even was. Let's move on to the next channel, bro. Paw Door is actually breaking my mind right here. Next channel we have is Rider Paw. Let's hope for the love of God that some of these videos are a little bit better.
At least it's not AI.
Okay, does that actually happen in Paw
Okay,
Patrol?
that's,
Do these dogs...
That is a little bit sus, you know. 2 male dogs mating? Hell no. This is why my mom doesn't want, like, male dogs. Because of the red rocket thingy that I heard from South Park.
just start kissing each other? I'm gonna assume not, because it's literally a kids show. So yeah, thank you Rider Paw for whatever the hell's going on here.
At least these two
Bro,
did
this
kiss.
might be the goofiest thing I've ever heard. If you keep doing that silly ass sound effect, that little then I'm not gonna last very long on this channel. I'm being serious.
It's called cartoons. Even though one of these are no better.
What the hell was that? Why did he just run away? Didn't he literally just guess who it was? And it,
gay?
like, why is he running away?
I didn't know that. That's just
Alright,
big
next
news
video.
to me.
Hopefully this one's a bit better.
Okay, you really have to make this character that is a minor to the bikini. So that's troublesome. Huh? Why am I hearing... I am so sorry, chat. No.
Okay, I'm gonna go wash my brain out. I don't know what the hell this is. Rider Paw, I think you're honestly onto something right here. You're actually making my brain deteriorate with whatever the hell's going on the screen right now. I'm guessing this content right here literally just exists to get the most amount of views possible. Not even speaking English right, literally just having no words at all to appeal to as many people as possible. Also, can we talk about these thumbnails for a second? What is going on here? Why are some of these Paw Patrol characters turning into mermaids and getting pregnant? Every single thumbnail they're getting pregnant. Like, what is going on? Hey, whatever pays the bills, Rider Paw. I'm not gonna sit here and hate on your hustle, but I'm gonna say that this is a little bit weird. Okay, this thumbnail's crazy. Why?
Okay, that was sussy. That was all sussy, bro.
Is there a handprint on
Y'all are
Chase's
sussy
butt
buckets.
cheek? Okay, that is ridiculous.
Buddy.
Next channel, bro. Next we have Super Paw.
I am not making these thumbnails like that in my channel ever, bro. This is mentally insane, bro.
So far, I'd say the second channel we just watched, Rider Paw, is worse than Paw Door Dropper. Let's see if this next channel, Super Paw, is worse than the last two we've just watched. I seriously hope kids aren't watching this, bro. This channel right here only has 3,000
I hope so,
subscribers,
too.
but the fact that they're actually getting views genuinely concerns me. I mean, bro, some of these videos have 100,000 views, 150,000 views. I can guarantee all of these people are kids. There is no way any sane adult is watching this stuff.
Yeah, it's just slut content, bro. Wow, I am getting like 7 subscribers already. It's already like 15 minutes since my stream started. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Alright, can we just relax on the sound effects, please? God damn. Do you have to have a sound effect for literally every single bit of movement that's going on the screen? Like, bro, I have eyes. I can watch what's going on. I can see the fact that somehow this random, like, witch mermaid thing sunk these guys in their boat to the bottom of the ocean, and now she's coming over trying to kill them. You don't need insane amounts of sound effects to prove that. Alright, let's see what else this channel has to offer.
Fuck is this?
Okay, so I'm guessing Chase and Chase's wife tried to kidnap some random...
Chase is what? They're fucking kids. They're fucking kids. What do you mean, Chase's wife? It could have been like Chase's girlfriend, and it sounds better than doing cheese pizza.
Human's baby, and for some reason they're all mermaids, by the way. I don't know why.
It's
I
giving
didn't
me
point that out.
Victoria
And
the
now Chase
Beyonder's
is trying to kill
vibes.
the human. I don't know. Right, and she just sent a tornado to the boat. You know what? These AI channels really never fail to amaze me.
What's going on, bro?
Wait, what? Hold on. Why is she helping them? She literally just got her baby kidnapped by these 2 dogs right there. And then when they get caught in a fishing net, they decide to help them. Hey, look, I'm telling you right now, bro. If someone kidnaps my kid and then they get stuck, I'm gonna laugh at them and run away. I'm not gonna sit there, get some scissors out and help them. Yeah, bro, these channels are actually insane. But I'd say that second channel,
Yeah, I would do
that
the same
Rider
thing
Paw
as
channel,
Spider
is
Guy
by
said.
far the worst out of the 3. Bro, I'm so done with these Paw Patrol AI channels. Click the video on screen right.
Okay, so this one's done. Gonna put a title in so I can like upload vids later. The heck?
Right now because YouTube thinks it.
I am so sorry, guys. I'll be right back in a moment. Alright everybody, so I'm back. Sorry it took me a couple minutes. My notepad app wasn't working, so I have to use like Google Docs. So yeah. Now we gotta be reacting to Paw Patrol Cartoon Nightmares by Mashed. I've seen like one of these videos, you know, with a No Mercy music video animation thingy back in the day, like 7 years back. Yeah, this is my very first reaction video of Mashed video. So let's get on with it.
Paw Patrol, to the lookout!
Ryder needs us!
Look out!
Where'd you get the wheelchair, Marshall?
From an old lady who really needed it.
Paw Patrol,
Funny.
ready for action, Ryder, sir.
Thanks for racing up, pups. You'll notice Sky's not here.
Sky? Who?
Sky? Cockapoo? Where's Pink? Handles Air Patrol? The girl one. Yep, there's like 10 of you, and for some reason she's the only girl. Anyway, one of the bunnies went missing near the highway, so she's lending the search party a paw. For that, we'll have to wait. Captain Turbutt needs our help. He...
Now that's what I call a slip and slide.
Oh!
Yeah, it's super funny. Wait, is that? Oh man, it's piss!
Yup, that's right, Ryder, sir.
What? There is no way they can be aired on Nick Jr., bro. Come on.
I marked that spot just this morning.
Pups, this has to stop.
What does?
That. You guys soaking everything in piss.
Oh,
But also
what?
I'm supposed to mark everything I think is mine.
You're not. That's not your look, okay? Circle up, pups. Team meeting.
Anything you say, Ryder, you've got our undivided pup tension.
That one didn't even make sense. Listen, you guys do a really great job as the only first responders for the whole community. It's pretty amazing, actually. You're not even fully
Not when they're
grown
peeing.
dogs. It's just
what, boss?
you also do a lot of weird, gross dog stuff, and I'd love for that to stop.
Boss? You do know we are dogs, right?
No, I know. I know you are. But you can talk and operate complex equipment and make jokes, kinda. So some things seem a little uncivilized in context.
Huh. Could you give us an example?
Rumble is literally licking his balls right now.
What? They're all salty.
What?
No ball licking? Jeez Louise, it's a big ask. But anything for you, Ryder.
Thanks, pups. That means a lot. God damn!
Keep watching.
I know, but I just stepped in your crap and you're still licking your balls!
Whoa! First of all, I was licking my butt, and second,
There ain't no fucking way there's gonna be, like, airing this shit on Nick Jr., bro. What?
that isn't even my poop. It's Zuma's. Ready, set, get wet.
Really gotta work on that catchphrase, buddy. Look, I don't care.
Bro's
who
gonna be
it
crashing
is.
out. I know
just
it.
want you guys to stop crapping and pissing and licking all over the place. Is that too much to ask?
Of course not, boss. Pups, let's clean up.
Ugh, they're doing the same thing as my dog Karma does. Even though she doesn't, like, pee poop all over the floor in my house, but she chews up a lot of shit and licks a lot of stuff too, actually.
And let Ryder
gonna
take
lie.
a breather.
Thanks, guys. Sorry, I let the stress get to me there. It's just I'm under a lot of pressure, you know? Somehow I've ended up in charge of the emergency services for a whole city, and I haven't even hit puberty. And, I've got a stress ulcer, and I'm only 10 years old. And what are you doing?
Oh no! Okay, my last dog Ginger did the same thing to me sometimes. That's what my last dog Ginger did.
Soothing you.
Oh, God, Rubble, are you eating it?
Oh no!
it! I've got to get out of here.
Mission accomplished, Rider, sir.
Mission? Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, what is that stench?
What? Oh, it's the bunny, of course. I spotted the poor little bunny from my helicopter. It had been hit by Mayor Humdinger's drill car. From the state of the decay, I'd say it happened about a week ago.
Why?
Ryder is suffering right now, bro.
Because I ate some and then rolled around on his corpse for a little bit. It was pub-tastic!
Why are you laughing? What the hell is wrong with you?
He does know we're dogs, right?
I can't take this anymore. I'm going home. I haven't seen my parents in years. Wow, it's so slippery. Oh no, boss, look out for my pupsack.
Does this mean we can lick our balls again?
Buddy. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, chat. That is fucking crazy, bro. That is crazy as fuck, my boy. Alright, so this video's done. Now, for the third video, we gotta be reacting to when TV animators get exposed. It's Fox Akimbo's turn to get a lot of the attention from me. Let's go.
He was once the director of a hit animated TV show, but a year later, and he's on OnlyFans. That's what some might say about Bo DeMayo, the creator
We're not
of
even like 5 seconds in, are
Now,
we?
in case you haven't heard of it, this TV show debuted on the 20th of March 2024 to glowing reviews. An 8.7 on IMDb after 49,000 reviews, 99% on Rotten Tomatoes, fans the world over. And it's even more impressive considering that over the past several years, superhero content has generally been a steady stream of shite. And it's even more surprising considering that around the time the show first aired,
There is no way these superhero shows went to in the shitter as Family Guy, right?
it was announced that its
I hope
creator,
not.
Bo DeMayo, was
gotta be
fired by
mid.
Disney. And the reason
At least anime is way better, right?
why was an utter shock. Now, I do want to clarify that these are just allegations, but these allegations can be summed up in 2 words: egregious misconduct. According to Marvel, DeMayo's firing followed an internal investigation that uncovered behavior so serious to not only terminate him, but also remove all traces of him from season 2 entirely. In some reports, the implication was that this misconduct was sexual in nature, which led fans to speculate about what it was that he could have done. As it turned out, he was accused of sending sexually charged images of himself to young male staffers that worked on the show, he was said to have groped a male assistant, and he was said to have been physically and emotionally abusive. Trying to make sure the story didn't get away from him, Bo DeMayo announced that he was going to respond to the allegations. But he did so in perhaps the strangest way he possibly could. He told his story on OnlyFans. I swear, I've covered some insane—
Good thing minors weren't allowed on OnlyFans, right? This would have been a lot sharper than you think it is.
plot twists during my time making videos, but putting a response video on OnlyFans might just take the cake. And we'll get back to why this is even weirder in just a moment. A response video to YouTube titled Marvel Disney Statement was eventually posted in February 2025. So let's take a brief look at it and see what he had to say.
These allegations of egregious misconduct are false. The rumors being spread around me online are lies, and they are offensive. What more concerning is that they're a smear campaign designed to discredit my credibility in order to cover up egregious, prejudicial misconduct, stretching from select crew members on X-Men 97 all the way to the top, Marvel Studios. And they're not just trying to discredit me using incredibly misleading press releases, but also through coordinated leaks and bot attacks, as well as anonymous scoops being given to tabloid sites and podcasters. You've maybe heard some of these, I've heard rumbling and whispers about Bo.
This situation is almost entirely a he said, she said. To the best of my knowledge, ever since he was fired, no concrete evidence has come out either way to prove whether or not he did what he was accused of. So on the one hand, we have Disney and Marvel that have accused DeMayo of abusing his position of power and harassing young male staffers. On the other, we have Bo, who is claiming that Disney was bigoted from top to bottom and that they were masterminding this situation to try and get him blacklisted from the industry, all because they were prejudiced against him for being a black gay man. Now, from an outsider's perspective, I know which one sounds more plausible, but maybe there are small arguments for both sides. Disney, for example, like to preach diversity and inclusion even if it damages their bottom line. But as you'll know if you've seen my video on banned Disney movies, which I'll link in the description in case you want to check it out, when the chips are down, they won't always be allies. They'll censor their work, cut scenes entirely, or change posters to make money in countries where LGBT communities are genuinely...
Oh! I didn't know these countries were homophobic. Jesus Christ. What did humanity go wrong? And yes, I used to be a homophobe myself, but not anymore. Because it was really hurtful and it caused me a lot of hate, so I learned my lesson. But there's a lot of mean people in the internet I'm pretty aware of. There's gotta be more and more of these jerks, I'm aware of that.
Discriminated against. On the other hand, if you've been accused of sharing naked pictures with someone, and then you post your response to it on OnlyFans, the website where you infamously share naked pictures with people, I'm sorry guys, that sucks. And I'm not accusing OnlyFans people of being...
Yeah, I am glad I don't use, like, OnlyFans, because I don't condone naked photos. If Dan Sobel was on OnlyFans, this would have been a lot crazier than you think.
Massive pervs or anything, I just think given the context of this scenario, it's not a great place to post your response. And to be honest, I don't even know if Bo needs an OnlyFans account, because if you go onto his Instagram, it's just a treasure trove of near naked pictures. And because he was accused of sending sexually charged images to people, I don't...
Huh? Why do I keep hearing these things? Sorry guys, I thought I was keep hearing these knocking sounds and nobody answered. And it's just hallucinating. It feels like hallucinating, you know?
I think it's great for his case. Even sending one of these images to a co-worker or an employee unconsensually would probably be grounds for a chat in the Mouse's HQ. Maybe it could be that Disney was smart about it, and they knew that because he liked to post pictures of himself in thongs or near enough BDSM gear, that if they accused...
I didn't recognize that he is comfortable with these. Come on.
Him of sending these to an employee, given the massive scale of evidence on his Instagram, it would be an easy way to destroy his reputation. But even then, I don't know why Disney would have a problem with him specifically. They have black showrunners and they have gay showrunners. So why would having a black gay showrunner be a problem? I don't see why they'd risk such a massive lawsuit and a permanent negative effect on their PR just to get him gone if he didn't actually do something. Now again, I do want to stress that we don't know what actually happened. Anything I say is just speculation. Maybe Bo is right and Disney really did have some sort of prejudice against him. Or maybe Bo was an animated show creator that got exposed for unacceptable behavior. Unless more details come out, the fact of the matter is that based on the information we currently have, we just don't know for sure. But Bo is just one example of a TV animator that got caught up in controversy. Throughout this video, you'll see many more, and arguably worse examples. You see, I've spent more than a month of my life researching the depravities that lurk in the depths of YouTube animation. Throughout that time, I've taken you guys along as we've uncovered all sorts of liars, kinksters, and creeps. But when it comes to animator atrocities, as you'll see over the next 20 minutes, creators from TV are often even worse than the ones from the internet. What happens when you give a dodgy animator fame, fortune, and power? Well, in this video, we'll find out.
What's
From
up,
one
hey,
that's
hey?
admitted to thirsting after a teenager on Tumblr, to another whose exposure led to his arrest and divorce, no stone will be left unturned, and no animator left uncriticized. So, let's move on to our second case. When it comes to famous animator figureheads that had a downfall, I would be remiss not to mention, perhaps, the most high-profile case of all time. So with that said, let's discuss Justin Roiland.
Justin Roiland? Did I just heard
Even
of
if you
that
don't
person
recognize
before?
his name or face, if you're a fan of animated TV shows, you will definitely recognize his voice. He's the man behind such characters as Oscar from Fishhooks, Earl of Lemongrab in Adventure Time, Blendon Blandon in Gravity Falls, Corvo in Solar Opposites, and of course both Rick and Morty,
I
as well
recognize
as my
him now.
favorite character, Mr. Poopy Butthole, and a
Bro
bunch of
is
other characters in
everywhere.
Rick and Morty.
He is
It's
everywhere,
easy to forget
chat.
these days,
Holy
but
crap.
back in the mid to late 2010s, Rick and Morty was on another level of popularity. A level that, when it comes to animated TV shows, I don't know if I've seen since. The closest thing is maybe Smiling Friends, but to be honest, for me, I don't.
Oh, I watched Smiling Friends while I was watching my dog Karma. Yeah. I actually enjoyed that series, you know? It's pretty entertaining, you know?
think it holds a candle to the chokehold that Rick and Morty had the nation in back in like 2017 or so. And with the success of the show came the success of Justin Roiland. As I mentioned, to voice not only Rick, but also Morty and a bunch of the side characters meant that at the time, Roiland's stock was at an all-time high. He could have had it all. Mr. Roiland wanted it all. At least, so the legend goes. In the matter of just a few years though, Justin Roiland would fall from grace, transformed from one of TV's rising stars to one of its worst horror stories. In 2020, Justin Roiland was arrested by authorities after allegations of domestic battery and false imprisonment. The female victim, who was unnamed by the media, was his former girlfriend. Upon the news breaking, Roiland was
Holy
immediately
cow.
cut from Adult Swim, and it was announced that his voice roles would be recast. Throughout the next several weeks, there would be more and more allegations made against Roiland by several different women. And a lot of attention by the media was given to one particular interaction that he had with a woman that he matched with over Tinder. Apparently, he had matched with a 20-year-old woman at a gaming convention in Boston back in 2019. The claims were that the pair had met in person, with Roiland supplying her with alcohol and buying her clothes, before taking her back to his hotel room and pushing her to give him oral sex. In texts that were given to reporters, she had messaged him
Jeez.
after the interaction.
This is just vile. No wonder why Rick's and Morty's voice was replaced by somebody else. I'm not sure why a couple of years back, but now I see.
Telling him that it wasn't handled by him in the best way, and reminding him that verbal consent is important. For the next several years, Roiland was soft cancelled. But things did start to look a little bit better for him after his charges were
too bad
cleared
for him.
at the start of 2023. For a
Getting
fleeting
lost
moment,
and
it appeared
regrets.
as though he was going to be able to return to
Got
our
some
screens.
instant
But then,
regrets.
in September of that year, NBC reported that he had messaged underage girls. NBC News
Oh no, oh god. Another pedo on the loose. Jesus Christ.
who spoke with 7 people who posted screenshots of their conversations with Roiland online. Each of them shared additional message history and screen recordings of their messages, or otherwise showed that Roiland had followed them on social media, or shared pictures with him to back up the authenticity of the messages. Now, the article did make it clear that upon hearing these girls' ages, Roiland would cease contact with them, until they turned 18. At that point, he'd hit them back up. And considering that apparently he was in his late 30s at the time, this was sketchy behaviour. It also claimed that he displayed an off-putting pattern of behaviour towards these women. These weren't just isolated cases. Now, this article was published in 2023, so it's been 2 years since the last major update. In that time, Justin Roiland has laid low. Let's be very honest with ourselves, provided that he's smart with his cash, he should be set for life. But as Reddit speculates, the chances are that eventually, once the storm has passed, he'll be back. Whether or not his cancellation lasts, we'll have to wait and see. So we're about halfway through this video right now, and I'd just like to take a very quick moment to ask you that if you're enjoying yourself so far, then please do not forget to like it and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Unfortunately, when it comes to
You hear this good British man, guys? Go support him. Go support, what is his name again? Fox Akimbo. Yeah, go support Fox Akimbo right now.
TV animators,
He
they're
makes good
drawn to
videos.
controversy
He had a good
like a
point
pen to
about these
paper.
degenerates
So
being all
if
fucked
you're
up and
enjoying this
shit.
and you want to see a part 2, then we could definitely do a part 2. But I'm only going to do it if there's support for it, and the easiest way to show your support is by liking, subscribing, and getting active down in the comment section. Let me know, who do you want to see me talk about? With that out of the way, let's jump right into the third story of this video.
Julia Vickerman. Never heard
In
of her.
2017, it was announced that Netflix had acquired a brand new animated show known as 12 Forever. The show was pitched to Cartoon Network, with its
12
creator,
Forever.
Julia Vickerman, having a history on CN, having previously worked on productions such as Clarence and the Powerpuff Girls. However, the show eventually found itself on Netflix, with Season 1 dropping in July 2019. But come late summer, and news broke that Julia Vickerman had made some cancelable, arguably criminal remarks on Tumblr about a decade prior.
Another
and this Tumblr post is the sort that gets worse and worse the more.
After that Jake guy who made, like, rebooted Powerpuff Girls that almost everybody fucking hates because of the twerking thingy, or all because the creator named Jake was in love with Blossom, that she was like 6 years old in the rebooted Powerpuff Girls in 2016. I think it just released like before I started doing YouTube. Yeah, that's about it.
Or you read into it. So let's take a look at the Tumblr post in question to see if it's quite as bad as the media would have you believe. For context, this post happened back in 2010 and took place after Julia was in line for a ride at a carnival called the Sizzler. Tony was hesitant to go on any rides because he values his life, or so he says. But once I had bought 10 tickets. Who can really say no to a jarring bout on the Sizzler? Oh, but Tumblr, guess who was in line on the Sizzler with us? This beautiful, androgynous, long black-haired, emo 14-year-old boy wearing tight black pants and a black t-shirt emblazoned with the name of some band that probably sucks, and his lip-injected, fake redhead mother who looked like a washed-up rock star. Oh, heaven, adopt me. Occasionally, I get instantaneous infatuations with strangers that can only be described as overwhelming or annoying, depending on how patient you are with me. Tony was nice enough to follow this poor boy around the small carnival with me as I tried to sneak photos, none of which turned out well. I knew that my heart would forever be in turmoil unless I at least tried to talk to him. Oh God, if only his mum hadn't been there. The light of heavenly inspiration shone down on me when I realized that we had 2 tickets left, which leaves 0 options as far as rides. The 2 tickets had to be disposed of, perhaps into the hands of an awkward, skinny-jeaned adolescent Hot Topic customer. I marched over to the rockstar mum and her elven boy, sitting cross-legged on the grass, eating a candied apple. I bent down to give her the tickets. I'm creepy, but not that creepy. I'm not going to talk to her son while
creepy or not that creepy, same fucking thing.
While she's there, saying, we have 2 extra, blah blah blah, where's your car so I can follow you home, blah blah. She was really nice and said I was so sweet, etc. And I watched my muse push his dyed black hair behind his ear, exposing epic eyebrows. Apple still pressed to his lips, say thank you, and smile. Fuck! This was the best day ever! Why am I so creepy? Why, Julia? Why did you feel the need to tell the world that you lusted after a 14-year-old emo boy at the carnival? Why, Julia? There was no need to ruin your entire reputation over this.
This is vile.
Something should
so
just
vile.
dropped.
Sounds a little bit worse than Austin the Superior of Yonder 2021 and Brainiac Adam. Oh boy.
Julia, what? So let's just say, between me and you, that this wasn't good for her career prospects. On top of that, numerous suspicious tweets from around that time also surfaced in the wake of her allegations. When it comes to her tweets, they do seem a bit more humorous, Maybe they're jokes, but I'm not going to defend her in the slightest. What can you even say in this situation? To the vast majority of people, this was evidence that she was a creep. She was fired around the time that the first season of this show aired, and shortly after, it was announced that it would not be picked up for a season 2. Obviously, the creator getting exposed for this sort of thing definitely did not help its chances at renewal. If you're asking me, it more than likely had an impact on its cancellation. Maybe you can make the argument that it was just because the show wasn't well received. This is the first time I've ever heard of Julia Vickerman or 12 Forever. Saberspark's video on her downfall is one of the most popular videos.
Oh, this video was recommended. I should watch this for live pretty soon.
On his channel, with more than 3 million views and counting. But at least outside of that video, it seems to me like most people aren't as aware of Julia Vickerman as they are compared to, say, Justin Roiland. And compared to the other animated show creators that we have today, she's probably been the best at recovering her career ever since this incident. At least, according to her Instagram, she still seems to be working in and around the creative space. But the next person of interest will in all likelihood never get another job in Hollywood or babysitting ever again, if you catch my drift. When it comes to controversial animated show creators, perhaps none of them caused as much of a stir online as the next one that we'll be discussing. Have you ever heard of a crime that was reported, and they show the mugshot of the person that was accused to have done it, and you see what they look like, and in the deepest, darkest parts of your mind, thought to yourself, yeah, they did it. Well, if not, this will be your first. Welcome to the deranged world of Kyle Carrozza.
Kyle Carrozza. Never heard of this person either.
If you were a child of the late 2010s, then I would wager that there was a very good chance that you once watched a show that Mr. Carrozza had a hand in, with the now 46-year-old working on such productions as Fanboy and Chum Chum, Doc McStuffins, the Animaniacs reboot, and curiously enough, Fishhooks. Which is kind of strange because if I had a penny for every cancelled celebrity that I'm mentioning in this video that worked on Fishhooks, an obscure animated show from the early 2010s, I'd have 2 pennies, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. He's perhaps best known though for being the main man behind Mighty Magiswords, a show that ran on Cartoon Network for 2 seasons between 2015 and 2018. After the show's end, he'd carry on working for various other animated productions until 2024. When the most shocking and disturbing allegations...
Oh, this is the year when my drama started. You know, like, the second half of that year.
Came out about him. He was arrested for 2 counts of possession of CP. Now, this might not be PC to say, but I think that of possession...
Cartoon Network series creator Kyle Carrozza arrested on child porn chart. Oh.
Of CP. Now, this might not be PC to say, but I think that one of the reasons that this story blew up as much as it did was because of the images that were associated with Kyle Carrozza. I firmly believe that the inside is what matters most, and we shouldn't really be judging people for what they look like on the outside. That said, based on this picture, he probably did it. As the news broke, Moist Critical made a video discussing it, which has been viewed more than 3 million times. This is what he had to say.
Penguin Zero.
Yeah, it's actually crazy how Kyle Carrozza actually looks like that quintessential, like, Predator image. I actually thought this was a joke. Hold on, it still might be. I don't know cartoonbrew.com. This still might not actually be what he looks like. Let me see. Because it looks too much like the stereotypical Predator. Let me see. Nope, that is just straight up what he looks like, huh? Yep. Yep. Oh, yikes. That looks like if you typed in, like, Predator into Chat GPT and, like, made sure to take out the movies from it, like the Predator movies, and just said, like, Child Predator or something, this would be the image it spits out.
Other videos by such...
Yo! Fox would have been just... went on crazy. You know, Disney Plus would have been crazy if this popped up.
Creators as Saberspark and Sensitive Society would also reach viral view counts. These charges would utterly destroy Carrozza's life. His associates would immediately cut ties with him. A podcast that he had alongside Luke Cyanowski was taken down. His wife would file for divorce. And for very obvious reasons, he's now essentially blacklisted from the animation industry. From here, reports seem to quite quickly dry up. I was, however, able to
Yeah, be careful what you do in life, chat. Be careful what you do.
Find a post on Twitter that claimed to be sourced from a detective that worked on the case. The tweet reads that Carrozza pled guilty to the charges and had to agree to 2 years probation, was forced to do community service, became a lifetime sex offender registrant, and had to agree to search and seizure of his devices at any time, alongside being prohibited from unsupervised contact with minors. He is now perhaps the most infamous Cartoon Network employee of all time, and he is undeniably a dark part of the network's past. For Carl Carrozza, his gooning getting leaked was perhaps the worst thing that could have ever happened to him. But he wasn't the only person that this has ever happened to. If you want to find out about times where online content creators had their gooning get leaked, then why not check out my video on just that subject? Click on the screen.
Oh, so this video's done. Okay. So, off to like YouTube's moderation and slop problem. Yeah, we've been through like YouTube's moderation for like years. And these YouTube moderators can barely do shit just to help us, and boy, it caused a lot of drama. And some of the dramas are temporary, and some of the dramas are permanent. Yeah, it's pretty messed up.
You know, I had a completely different video in mind. I was scrolling through YouTube while I was busy doing my college work, and then I get this. I don't know who the fuck at YouTube is letting this shit slop.
Yo, we're not even like 10 seconds in. And I don't know, I have no idea why YouTube is showing these explicit ads on YouTube while there's minors seeing this. Sounds like the chronic thing. Like traumatize kids. And make people sick. That's the shit I have a problem with. Than just being sensitive over adult content.
It almost amazes me as to how I'll get my videos taken down and ads like these get to stay up. YouTube's entire moderation department is a fucking circus. I also got
that
this
ain't
ad
fair.
right here, and if you don't see anything wrong with
this is why almost anybody, including SMG4, like left YouTube for good, because there's a lot of chaos, and I might be the last one that is leaving YouTube for a retirement or something.
Then I'm guessing this is your first time on the internet and you're a
Might
very
be the
young,
last
impressionable
time.
child,
I mean,
or you're
the last
so
one.
much of a fucking gooner
For
that your brain is
Generation Z.
genuinely deep fried to the point that you don't see nothing wrong with this shit. Or you just don't goon in general, and if that's the case, congrats to you, my man. But I gotta explain this shit anyways. The company behind this product made a fake mock-up.
What is this game? That looks fun. Oh.
Of an already existing site. The entire ad is a sexual innuendo for you to download their game. Hey, but God forbid I swear too much in a video. But wait, guys, it doesn't stop there. If y'all ever need any anime or manga recommendations, YouTube got y'all niggas covered. We got peak mangas, like whatever the fuck this shit is. You thought I was finna put you on to some shit? Fuck no!
What do you get when you put that shit on the scale? His phone number.
Watch your bro. Watch your
Excuse me. What I'm trying to say is that YouTube's moderation is genuinely a joke. Not only are the ads genuinely just bad, there is still so much wrong with the platform as of right now. For example, we have a bunch of AI slop just floating around, but
Oh, I have to sign off the video after this chat because I gotta be watching Karma, so yeah.
Also have people using this very same AI
At least
slop
it was
to
3
steal
minutes
other
left.
people's content. They're stealing
Thank
it
goodness.
down to what they say in the video. Like, come on, do something about that. I understand that nobody's idea is always 100% original, but how do you completely plagiarize a video? But aside from YouTube having terrible moderation in terms of advertisement and the tons of AI slop that's already polluting the internet, YouTube also has its fair share of horrible creators. Some as far as being boomers. For example, do y'all remember the James Charles situation? No, not that situation. That situation. I'm not gonna say too much because YouTube silenced me the last time I spoke on something like this, but he was talking to cave workers, if you know what I mean. More examples like Colleen Ballinger and even Low Tier God, who I'd argue is a genuine horrible human being. You could go outside right now and ask a homeless bum what Low Tier God did and you get more stories than a war vet. It's just so weird that YouTube decides to use all their moderation power on content creators that do absolutely nothing wrong, but when they're actively promoting free and letting criminals post on their website, they clearly don't give a shit. They are actively giving these things platforms and they're receiving free revenue from it. Good job, YouTube. We're doing great. We're doing so fucking great right now. I hope y'all remember when Corey posted that video in regards to his mortuary assistant video, where he went out and actively called out YouTube for their horrible moderation, where Corey actively calls out YouTube for racism, favoritism, or a mix of the both. And I'm gonna argue that everything Corey called out in this video is fucking true. If you aren't on YouTube's good side for whatever fucking reason, you are going to get shitted.
FBI.
You need to have some sort of fucking game in YouTube to get anything. And even then, the game is still not easy for you. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. And that's really all I gotta say for today's video. I hope y'all did enjoy it. If you're new to the channel.
Alright guys, so that's the end of the stream. Gonna have to go. Thank you guys for watching.